Imagine if Monster Hunter had a baby with Slay the Spire while Frankenstein adopted it for experiments. The Corpsmen is a creature collecting deck building roguelite coming out of early access on the 6th of September, which sees us form various body parts into living creatures which gain abilities via cards dependent on the picked parts, while various enemies and monstrous boss fights see them level up, obtain new cards and powerful upgrades. After countless emotional deaths of my creatures, seeing me rehashing names for new creations, you shall be Tanky Boy 6, I can tell you if the Corpsman is a real fun or a refund. With a handful of starting parts, we, as a newly recruited hunter, craft a team of 3 creatures to venture out into 3 different biomes, each with their own randomly generated roguelike map, with enemy encounters, events and of course a dangerous boss fight at the end. During a typical run, we obtain new parts, see our team level up, resulting in more cards, while each played card gains experience points as well, seeing us unlock powerful upgrades impacting our overall progress. With the fancy new body parts, I say fancy but we actually just butchered animals, we get back to the town, form those into more combatants and buy new parts or cars for our allies in the shops. Once we feel ready for the next mission, we pick one of 4 difficulties in the 3 biomes and venture out once more. During these missions, the most encounters we have are with aggressive monsters, each with a health pool, different skills and mechanics to work around. Our team, as mentioned, has various cards at their disposal, with our turn-by-turn hand being drawn from the deck filled with each ally's cards. Every card has a cost called Impetus, which kinda sounds like a horny Roman senator, and numerous effects, ranging from simple damaging skills to gaining armor, drawing cards, reducing enemy damage, or put the enemies under a ticking ailment like bleeding or poisoning. These ailments are one of the odder design choices, with poison ticking for the amount of stacks, which don't decrease throughout the fight, while bleeding always deals just 1 damage point and reduces the stack number every turn. This strange ailment design aside, as mentioned, every usage of a card sees that skill gain experience points, and a filled card sees the unlocking of an upgrade, which can even vary between the same 2 cards, unlocking more replayability potential. With the limited impetus, we are constantly strategizing which cards we use, especially with the damage reducing armor stacking throughout the turns, seeing us build up our defense against the devastating attacks of our enemies. With the numerous options to impact our creatures' cards, the baseline of which skills they can obtain depends on the choice of body parts. A snakehead, for example, sees us obtain poisoning cards, while a hoof lets us ride by and damage enemies. However, one more way to impact our choice of cards is through using specific types more often. The more attack cards one monster uses, the more aggressive it gets, unlocking further attack abilities, while a more defensive creature like Tanky Boy 6 obtains more cards to control the targets of our enemies with taunting and shielding abilities. Gathering all the different parts see us unlock more creature variations, which are necessary because sadly our monsters can die for good, losing all their progress. No, Tanky Boy 6! You shall be Tanky Boy 7. While the hunt for new parts and more creature variations is incredibly enjoyable through the entertaining combat system and the amazing artwork and great guitar-heavy soundtracks need to be mentioned as well, the lack of an end goal, a basically non-existent story and some odd design choices see the negatives balance out the positives, and therefore I would say that the Corpsman is a real fun for a short amount of time until it drops into a refund. Would you agree with my verdict? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to clear out your shower drain once in a while unless you want to build a new monster.